So going back to the title and escrow topic and closing costs, you may be wondering who picks the title company and how that process works. So a lot of the buyers do get to pick the title company. However, a lot of the time when an agent gets in contract with a seller and they list the property, they will choose the title and escrow company and open a pre-escrow and do the preliminary title report and make sure there's no issues with title ahead of time. That way, when you do get in contract with a buyer on the property, it's a faster process on the title and escrow end. Now, with that being said, as a buyer, you do have the opportunity to change title companies and say, oh, you know, I actually found that this title company has cheaper fees in their closing costs. I'd rather move the title company to this office rather than the one that it's listed with. Now, a lot of clients, buyers and sellers, don't even pay any attention to what title and escrow fees cost and that they have the opportunity to change the title company. A lot of the time, real estate agents just take it upon themselves to make those decisions for our clients because we have relationships with people that we already work with and do business with. So we know how those escrow officers work and what's involved with certain companies and the way that they do things. But you as a buyer have the opportunity to pick whatever escrow company you want, whatever has cheaper fees. And if for some reason they aren't cheap fees and the escrow company that the sellers and listing agent picked, if you do not want to keep it but they're not willing to change in the negotiation process and you find that the fees are too high, then you say, well, we'll keep those that title company and that escrow open. However, we would like you to then cover some of those costs if you feel like the rates are too high for you and the listing agent and seller do not want to change title companies. But most often, sellers don't really care one way or the other unless they have a family member or a close friend or somebody that they've used before. That typically it's the real estate agents that pick those, which, like I said, is always negotiable in a transaction. You just have to know what questions to ask, and you have to think about really what fees you want to pay and where that hard line is for you, and if you even care, right? Because it might be more legwork for you, and you might just say, oh, I don't really care about that. The fees are so minimal in terms of differences from company to company. Whatever they want is fine. And in most cases, that's what clients, buyers, and sellers go with. They just let the real estate agents pick because we're the ones that have relationships with those companies and it's just easier that way. But if you are wanting to understand more of the process of how they're picked and fees involved, those are questions to ask your real estate agent when you get ready to go either purchase a house or you're getting ready to list it with a real estate agent. And like I said, if you have questions or you're interested in wanting to purchase a property or sell a property, feel free to give me a call and we can go through any of those questions that you might have and get you ready to either buy your dream home or sell your house for the most money you can. Give me a call.